Hey YouTube, it's Seth Kaiba here, and today I quickly want to go over the Luke changes in the Season 2 Street Fighter 6 balance patch. You got an interesting mix of buffs and nerfs. Going to go over them, explain what's important, and yeah, let's go. So, standing medium kick did get one more frame startup, 1 frame less of recovery, so a little harder to punish it. Slightly slower to start. This change won't matter too much, but do keep that in mind. It is going to be slightly slower. It's not going to be able to punish certain things, but it's going to be even harder to punish than it already was, so that's nice. First big change, standing heavy punch combos into light knuckle, charge light knuckle, or perfect light knuckle without it being punish counter. So you do get now meterless damage off of this, or like a full meterless combo, which is pretty nice. So keep that in mind for when you're playing him. Standing heavy kick, this also got buffed a little. It's 1 frame more active, 1 frame less of recovery, so going to be slightly easier to time your media with it. If that was a problem before, can maybe slightly use it more now, but the forward hitbox did get nerfed slightly during the first active frames, and there was a camera shake added. So if you see that camera shake on those like final active frames, it's like to show Luke that he's at advantage when it's blocked. So like when you get like just the tip of it, you see that like camera shake, so that's to let you know that you're at advantage. See, because you're +1. So when you space it out properly, you can now look for that, which is, you know, nice quality of life for people to better know when that button is safe, because it was kind of hard to gauge that during a match. Next, crouching light punch, the attack hitbox was reduced, so this does hurt this light button, being able to kind of jab out stuff as much. Doesn't seem too bad of a nerf though, still going to be a decent 4 frame light punch. Next big nerf is crouching medium punch. This got more damage scaling, so this does do less damage overall compared to before, which is pretty big, because obviously people like to throw this out a lot. So keep that in mind. That does have less reward now, and the hitbox was reduced a bit, so it is going to be a little stubbier. So keep that in mind. That is a decent nerf, adding up to the extended recovery from the previous nerf post Capcom Cup. So still a good button, still plus on block, still Luke's signature, but it is going to have a worse risk reward now for sure. It's crouching medium kick. Hurt box got expanded, so it's easier to whiff punish. Crouching heavy punch, this one got nerfed as an anti-air, and the damage scaling was increased slightly, so keep that in mind as well, especially if you rely on this. It'll be a good time to try to practice your DPs more, and also keep in mind that the further is going to reduce his damage, because he used this in a lot of his damage loops. Both of his jumping heavy buttons, they did get the hurt boxes expanded, so it's going to be a little easier to anti-air them. But the nerfs don't seem too bad to them. They still seem good. Another big nerf for his optimal damage was back heavy kick. So you used to be able to like drive rush back heavy kick into another one, and this was your max damage loop. This was removed, so now you have to do the drive rush back heavy kick into like drive rush crouching heavy, which is another damage nerf. So keep that in mind. This combo doesn't work anymore. Next thing that's important is OD Sandblast. Let me turn off to standard. This got 200 more damage. Before it was 1400. So that might help you close out a round if you're punishing something with it. Medium Flash Knuckle got some changes with, I guess, not getting the wrong one on accident, like the hold version on accident, if you like press it rapidly. And it does have reduced recovery if it hits super armor, so I think that's gonna try to avoid getting like hard punish counter DI'd at times. I'm not sure, because you can still get DI'd, but that is something to keep in mind. You might not get punished as much if it hits that super armor. The charged heavy knuckle, perfect slash charged, got one more frame on hit of knockdown time increase, so that is a buff that probably affects some specific Oki setups. Another weird change is this move, the OD Flash Knuckle, got increased knockdown by 10 frames on hit, but normally you combo after, you don't really just leave them there to get the extra knockdown, so I'm not really sure what the point of that change is. DDT, if you never use this button, don't worry, no one ever did. It's the OD Flash Knuckle Extender. Heavy punch into that used to do 2800 damage, so 400 more damage, which isn't bad, and you can combo into it from the light knuckle, gives you 3340 damage. Funny enough, that does do like 30 more damage than doing heavy punch into back heavy kick, like from drive rush, so you can check that out for yourself, but that does do like more damage, like doing that DDT combo, if I could do a combo. So like right there, that did 3227 for like a corner one, and that was less damage, like 100 less. So if you need the maximum damage, that DDT finisher might be the highest one, which is interesting. But normally you're still going to do either meterless, or if you're going to spend meter, you're going to do the back heavy kick, because if you're doing the corner here, you're going to be able to set up like your safe jump, or mid screen you're going to get better corner carry, etc. Also, tackle, it got more active frames and reduced recovery, so you might see people spam this more to close neutral, because you can space this out to make it like +1 on block, which is kind of crazy if you didn't know that already. So yeah, it's probably going to affect some Oki situations where you use the tackle, and people might throw it out in neutral a little bit more to close the gap. So another buff, I mean, I'll take it. I'm not sure how impactful it is. Last change, this nerf does also matter. Invincibility on level 3 is no longer extended when you perform it from long range, so keep in mind that if you are using it to punish a fireball, you are probably going to get hit, or you're more likely to get hit at least. So let me change this to Ryu, and then I'll have Ryu just throw like a fireball, and then I'll record and try to have Luke punish it with what's it called? Okay, so replay, have that on. Okay, start replay. Okay, so that punished that fireball from there. Okay, so it looks like you can still punish it like from pretty far, so I don't know. Let's see, how far back can we? Let me see how far we can. Oh, okay. So it does stop it from working at like super long range, but it doesn't seem to, at least with this fireball. Maybe there's something else it's gonna affect with, or maybe like the person can now react with something else, if possible. But yeah, well, that took me longer to do than I wanted. But yeah, overall, that's all the changes to Luke. I think he's still going to be at least A tier. I don't think the nerfs knock him down that badly, he's still going to be a pretty decent character, and he got some interesting buffs. So let me know what you think about the balance changes, Akuma. I hope you enjoy the video. Be sure to like and subscribe, please. I appreciate it. Check out my Twitch and Twitter in the description. And yeah, have a good one, guys. Peace.